Here we go, champions versus champions. As we got the Undisputed Tag Team Champions kicking things off. Angel Ramirez making his way to the ring first. Both Angel Ramirez and Dylan Neirch met their hands at the end, in the end of the King of the Ring Championship tournament in round 4. Angel Ramirez lost to Corvo Jack. Dylan Neirch lost to Sean O'Connor. But now they have all their focus set to defending the Undisputed Tag Team titles at Unforgettable against their newly announced opponents, the #1 contenders, ManHunter and Trevor Lee White from the Kings of Darkness. But Angel Ramirez says he is not done trying to win that King of the Ring Championship. He'll be there when that title is on the line. When that title needs to be defended, he will challenge for it. But here comes his tag team partner, former enemy. These two fought over the Intercontinental Championship. And in their minds, that feud never ended, but it was a feud out of pure respect for each other, for the respect for the Intercontinental Championship, that Dylan Neirch came to the aid of Angel Ramirez when he needed it, scoring a huge victory at NCW Invincible, whereas Angel Ramirez and Dylan Neirch versus NeoXtreme and Neo Titan, these men were able to keep down the Neo Titan for a 3 count, and that led them to becoming #1 contenders for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships against World Destroyers at NCW Dynasty, where they won the tag team titles. Now they got to go into their first title defense since winning the titles against a very dangerous tag team. But of course they've got focus. They got to focus on tonight. Angel Ramirez wanted the match to get the taste of losing to Corvo Jack out of his mouth, and what a match he's got against the 6-time Intercontinental Champion, former 3-time World Champion, 1-time United States Champion. That is Mr. 5 Stars himself, Eddie Knight. And Eddie Knight, he recently defended the Intercontinental title against Corvo Jack's rookie Tisda last week on NCW television on episode 21. But now Eddie Knight looking for a bigger and better challenge. A challenge against champions. Somebody who's been on his level before. 2 former Intercontinental champions in the form of Angel Ramirez and Dylan Neirch. Not to mention, Corvo Jack recently beat Angel Ramirez. May give Eddie Knight some insight on what you need to beat Corvo Jack. And, oh wow, both of them's got Chris Jericho's entrance theme. But here we go with the 2-time United States Champion, Raiden Hamilton, who finally, once and for all, ended the rivalry with Joey Hartman. And now Raiden Hamilton standing tall with the United States title, but of course he must defend said US Championship against a member of Death Club, Tommy A. Hawkins. And Raiden Hamilton needing a warm-up match as well against championship level opponents. After all, he lost to Tommy A. Hawkins in a one-on-one match, where if Tommy Hawkins won, he would receive a championship title match. And now Raiden Hamilton has to live with the fact that Tommy A. Hawkins has one up on him. But luckily for Raiden Hamilton, it wasn't for the title. And look at Dylan Neirch, Angel Ramirez, they are getting words in with each other. A strategy, perhaps, on how this match should play out. But look at that, Angel Ramirez, cocky and arrogant. But here we go, Eddie Knight, Angel Ramirez squaring off again. These two men had a rivalry back in Season 1 for the Intercontinental title, which Angel Ramirez somehow managed to defend the Intercontinental Championship against Eddie Knight's constant assault. And here we go, big knee right across the face of Angel Ramirez. And here we go, hand around the back of the neck, looking to drag Eddie Knight to his corner. Snapmare takedown to avoid those deadly elbow strikes as he nails his own across the forehead of Eddie Knight. And here we go, Angel Ramirez looking to go second rope, looking for a senton. Look for an Irish whip in the corner, counter, across the ring we go. Every championship involved in this match, Angel Ramirez has held at least once. But here we go, across the ring now. Back into the corner of the two single champions, and Angel Ramirez continuing to fight, but Eddie Knight able to bring him down with that reverse DDT, using his obvious height and weight advantage against a much smaller champion. Here we go, tried to bring him across the ring again, but Eddie Knight able to escape with those three sharp elbows to the abdomen region. And here we go, into the corner. Tag made to Raiden Hamilton. Finally, the US champion is in the match. And look at that. Threw him straight into a German suplex. What a tag team maneuver by these two men, these two champions. And if they ever did team together for the tag team titles, I wonder if anyone could stop them. But Angel Ramirez looking to prove that these two men, the current two, are worth being called the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, as here comes Dylan Neirch squaring off with Raiden Hamilton for the first time, and that only ended in a backbreaker. But here we go, a massive backdrop. And now Dylan Neirch, deadlift with the gut wrench position, and here he goes with a suplex. Raiden Hamilton tried to crawl across the ring, but no, did not work out. And here we go, floats over into the corkscrew neck breaker. Kind of like a crossroads. And a double axe handle brings down Dylan Neirch. Look at that, Raiden Hamilton continuing to soak it in. To drink it in, I should say. And a big forearm keeping Neirch away from Ramirez, and here he goes looking for that Canadian neck breaker. Oh, and nails it perfectly. Looking for a recover. But a kick out by Neirch at one. Look at this, Neirch trying to keep... Raiden Hamilton trying to keep Neirch down, and here he goes looking for Raiden's lightning. And that could be it for Dylan Neirch. Ramirez doesn't even try to get in the ring, as Neirch able to kick out. But Neirch now has to sit with the damage. Oh, from the Raiden's lightning, but able to fight back. Dropping Raiden on his head. There he goes, Irish Whip now into the corner. Doesn't even go for the tag, but looking to make Raiden Hamilton pay. And here he goes, looking superplex as Raiden comes crashing down. Dylan Neirch taking the fight up the ramp. Keeping the fight away from Eddie Knight and Angel Ramirez. He's taking things into his own hands. Perhaps trying to send a message to the US champion that one day I will be coming for that championship. Look at these big punches and forearms right to the side of the head. As Raiden Hamilton had to cover up. Well, back into the ring we go. Raiden looking to make the crawl to Eddie Knight, but no. Dylan Neirch doesn't allow it to happen, and he goes in for a deadlift powerbomb. And tag made to Ramirez. And Ramirez looking for a shot to the face, got counted, forearm, kick to the gut. Like a corkscrew neck breaker. Oh, shot to the face, right? Gets brought down by Ramirez. Ramirez getting tripped. But here goes Raiden. What's he thinking here? Big clothesline. Atomic drop. Oh, double boots to the chest. Follow up with a drop kick. Raiden Hamilton looking to bring down Ramirez with another big Canadian neck breaker. And that could be the match. One. But Dylan Neirch there to break it up. Eddie Knight looking to take out Dylan Neirch with a German suplex. And here comes Raiden's lightning to strike the tag team champion. 1, 2, 3. No. Andrew Ramirez able to kick out. Just in the nick of time. Ramirez jacking the jaw. And Ramirez now looking for the Dragon Sleeper. Here we go. Angel Ramirez looking for the Dragon Sleeper in the corner. Hangman Dragon Sleeper. And down goes Raiden. There's Dylan Neirch. Angel Ramirez looking for the stump pile driver. And Raiden Hamilton busted wide open. Here we go, Irish Whip now into the corner. Tag made. What do they got here? Brainbuster. Frog splash. Cover. Oh, Ramirez couldn't stop Eddie Knight in time. But able to throw the Intercontinental Champion out of the ring. Dylan Neirch going after Eddie Knight. Oh no, never mind. Here we go, Irish Whip now into the corner. Raiden eats a back elbow. Dylan Neirch got caught. Shot to the face. Oh, chop to the throat. And pulling down Dylan Neirch. And here we go. Again looking for that Canadian neck breaker. And that could be it for Dylan Neirch. 1, 2. No, Neirch able to kick out. Look at these sharp elbows right to the chest. Raiden Hamilton. Could he be looking to put it away? No. Looking for a brain buster. And back into the corner of Eddie Knight. And there's the tag made. There we go, European upcut. Swinging neck breaker. Oh, and tried to crawl away, but no, Eddie Knight caught him. Kick to the midsection, Eddie Knight now. A fisherman suplex. Neirch trying to get to the corner, but Eddie Knight not allowing it to happen. Look at that gut wrench suplex. Neirch in trouble. Oh, Neirch able to catch the boot. And here he goes. Into the spin out powerbomb. But is that enough to put away the Intercontinental Champion? Neirch. Irish whip into the corner now. Oh, and takes him down. And here comes the stomp. Ramirez wanting to get himself some. As the corner striking continues, the corner stomping. And here we go, Neirch setting Ramirez up for a big sliding drop kick. Or corner drop kick. But is that enough to put away Eddie Knight? No. But there goes Raiden Hamilton. Drop kick to the chest. Neirch has to get out of the ring before this match ends in a disqualification for the 5 count. But Ramirez diving crossbody taking down Eddie Knight. There he goes, try for an Irish whip counter. Eddie Knight try for a shot to the face. Here comes Ramirez, knee strike. Into the corner, thrown out of the ring. Ramirez looking to plant Eddie Knight into the floor with that tornado DDT. And this has been exactly what we would have thought when you put 4 champions in the ring with each other, against each other, as Eddie Knight now needs to make the tag. And here comes the bloodied Raiden Hamilton. Clothesline, drop kick, another drop kick, and Ramirez looking to put, Raiden Hamilton looking to put the match away himself, but belly to belly suplex by Angel Ramirez. And here we go into the corner. And Angel Ramirez once again looking for that Hangman Dragon Sleeper. Looking to choke out the United States Champion. Eddie Knight still on the outside. And Ramirez, Irish whip into the corner. Looking for possibly a tag move, but no, Raiden able to fight back. European uppercut, kick to the gut. A swinging neck breaker. But Ramirez fighting back, but drilling the shoulder into the ground. And here we go, Irish whip back into the corner now. Looking for a move out of the corner, but no. Countered by Raiden. And there's a backbreaker for good measure. Now looking for a moonsault. Couldn't make the tag. Another moonsault. And here he goes looking for a straight jacket backbreaker. Raiden Hamilton just not stopping the attack. Dropped him on the knee, followed up with that dragon screw. But here's a mistake. Angel Ramirez makes the tag to Neirch, and Neirch caught him on the top rope. Here he goes. What's he thinking here? Rams him straight into that top turnbuckle. Just dumped Ramirez. And here comes Eddie Knight. Dylan Neirch was the man who defeated Eddie Knight for his Intercontinental Championship earlier in the year. So of course Eddie Knight has that title back, and now looking to end it. Ooh, maybe he was looking for that Knight sword, but Dylan Neirch able to stop him. And here we go, Nairaki. And that could be it. Eddie Knight could be out of it. Raiden Hamilton on the outside, unable to assist his tag team partner for the night. 1, 2, 3, no. Dylan Neirch had to drag him out of the corner, which could have cost Dylan Neirch this match. There's a big Uranagi slam. And an Irish rip counter into the corner. Back elbow. Counter by Eddie Knight. And a massive drop kick. Another one. Here goes ducks to clothesline. Flying cross body. Eddie Knight thinks he can put away Dylan Neirch here with the Knight sword. Here he goes with hooks to the leg. Goes for the cover. Is this going to be it? And yes, it is. Angel Ramirez didn't help his tag team partner there. Maybe a victory here didn't mean as much as a victory when the tag team titles were on the line. They didn't want to take the damage, especially when they got to go in at 100% against ManHunter and Trevor Lee White. You can't go up against those guys at anything less than 100%. Raiden Hamilton, Eddie Knight, they've got their own battles to take care of. But they scored a huge victory over the Undisputed Tag Team Champions. Here we go with our main event for the evening. At the start of the year, in Chris Barron's debut match, he completely and utterly destroyed David Cassity, making a statement for himself against the former NCW Hardcore Champion. However, Chris Barron didn't do much with that momentum, losing matches to other icons of the industry, such as Lucha Rainbow, Bruce Coleman, among others. But now Chris Barron looking to possibly gain some momentum by beating the man he defeated in his debut match. Defeating in a former undisputed undisputed champion. Of course. This is the match that David Cassity wanted, the match that haunted him during his injury phase. A match that David Cassity would take with open arms if given another opportunity, because Chris Barron has defeated him on every step of the way. In fact, it was Chris Barron who put David Cassity out with a huge injury that kept him on the shelf for about 3 to 4 months. But this man, he is absolutely livid after what happened at NCW King of the Ring in the 4th round against Colt Tyson. The referee obviously missing the hand on the rope. So David Cassity wanted Colt Tyson next week Of course, he's got Chris Barron tonight. And he's got Kazuchika Okada for the Undisputed title, which the Hardcore Icon demanded it be in an Extreme Rules match. Take the Undisputed Championship to his environment. These two powerhouses tying up in the middle of the ring. Chris Barron taking the advantage here. Oh, and a big scoop power slam of sorts. Over the shoulder power slam. But look at Chris Barron. He is a freak of nature. But David Cassidy fighting back. Here he goes. Massive DDT. Bringing down the freak. David Cassidy now. Full away slam. Those months of pent-up frustration finally going to be coming out at its target. But, oh, Chris Barron, he's not just like a sandbag. He will fight back. And look at that control. Going after the knee of David Cassidy. But David Cassidy taking a huge match right before his Undisputed Championship rematch. But of course Okada, he had a match last week against Tony Lee Williams. So David Cassidy of course needed a way to warm up before then, and what better way than beat up the guy who took you out as he nailed the kneeling DDT on the Human War Machine. But Chris Barron continuing to target that knee. Not sure why. And here we go, Irish whip off the ropes. Oh, and into the super kick. And here he goes, drops the knee right across the face of the former two-time hardcore champion. Chris Barron looking to make a statement tonight. There we go, David Cassidy picking him up. Looking for it. Oh! The counter there. Looked like he was going for an elevated neck breaker, but no. Chris Barron took him out. Or managed to get the advantage. Oh no, looking to go sunset flip power bomb. You gotta think David Cassidy's head collided with the ground there, but he seems to be alright. Oh. Jacks the jaw, here he goes. Just picks him up and throws him away. Launches him across the ring. But Cassidy takes out the leg. Sweeping his opponent. And here he goes. Snapmare takedown. Chin lock. Locked in tight. Trying to keep the War Machine down. Look at that, he is fighting for his life to keep him down, but no, Chris Barron back to his feet. Oh, sharp elbows to the midsection. Oh, tries for a swing and strike. Cassidy was able to duck, but a fireman's carry. And Chris Barron back in control. Well, what's he thinking here? Sets him up, second rope. Oh, just using the rope and his entire body weight to choke David Cassidy. Look at those rapid forearm strikes trying to break the nose. And here we go. Up on the shoulders. Looking for a GTS. And a knee strike. David Cassidy instantly trying to get back up, but oh, shot headbutt to the face. And David Cassidy Irish whip into the corner. But is this wise to get frustrated like this? As Chris Barron goes for a cover. One. Back elbow. There he goes, big forearm. Another one. Chris Barron in trouble. David Cassity full head of steam, big forearm, and a running bulldog into the middle of the ring. David Cassity boot. Oh, and jacks the jaw. Looked like David Cassity wanted to end it there. But somehow, some way. Oh, wow. The big man, he is deadly. Oh no, here he goes, big stomp. And Chris Barron able to bust him wide open. Oh, and a vicious headbutt. Chris Barron looking to wipe out David Cassity right before his big title match. But Cassity staggered it. Oh, and an angle slam. Quick pin attempt. Can he score a pin over the Human War Machine? And no, only a 2 count. But David Cassity begging him to stand. Here he goes, another Cassity boot. This time able to sidestep and powerbomb. Elevated pin. 1, 2. Cassity kicks out right into that Boston Crab. Chris Barron now looking for the submission, but David Cassity able to get out of it. But what kind of damage has been done? Here we go into the corner. Fired out. Over the top. Oh, lands on his feet. Cassity ran right into that turnbuckle. Tries for a clothesline. And a big running elbow by Chris Barron. And here he goes, scoops him up, just throws him away, nearly hit the referee with a human body like it was a weapon. But David Cassity somehow, some way able to fight out of it. Here we go, scoops him up. Counter. Reverse DDT. And look at these strong style knee strikes right across the side of the head. Right into that open wound. Chris Barron heading top rope. Cassity laid out. And here he goes. Diving headbutt. Right to the heart of Cassity, and that could be it. 1, 2, 3, and history repeats itself. Looks like Chris Barron is the wall that David Cassity can't climb, at least not yet. But you got to think that's going to destroy David Cassidy's momentum and set Chris Barron up possibly in a future world title shot if David Cassity is able to regain the belt from Kazuchika Okada. Oh, look at that. A big victory over the #1 contender. That just shows you how much of a threat this man really is. But that is it for episode 22 of NCW. If you enjoyed any of the matches, please hit that like button, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Hit that notification button to stay up to date with NCW action, because we are going to have a lot this week as we are going into the final episode of the King of the Ring Championship Tournament. Of the actual episode, where we will find out the Final Four, and who will be going to NCW Unforgettable to have a shot at the King of the Ring Championship. But anyway, You can follow NCW on Twitter at NCWXTREME. You can follow me on Twitter at NeoXtreme22. Or you can follow NXW, which is our developmental, on Twitter at NXW Wrestling. But either way, that's if you've got a star that you'd like to see in developmental of our territory, in our developmental territory. But that will do it for tonight's action. Tune in next time for the final episode of the NCW King of the Ring Championship Tournament. Until then, this is NeoXtreme signing out. Adios.